I think I'm going to build this thing into an off-road 911, like a safari build or the new Dakar.
What?
Yeah. You know, jack it up a little bit, some bars. Yeah.
Off-road 911?
Yes.
You know, why not? You've already ruined 2 others.
I suppose.
Why not a third?
The LS-WAG 911. Then there's the Cabriolet that I painted plum crazy purple.
Yeah.
And now this one. I made them all cooler.
In some ways.
Welcome to Hoovie's Garage, the dumbest automotive channel in all of YouTube, and this is my latest purchase, a 2001 Porsche 911 Turbo that was really cheap. Probably the last turbo Porsche to ever change hands. It's a clean title, not wrecked, for under $30,000, but there is certainly a reason for it. It's an automatic, the early Tiptronic. It has 146,000 miles. It is beat to hell, and that's because it spent several years as an exotic car rental in Las Vegas. That's why the paint had faded on this thing, and then they repainted it with a bunch of glitter in it to make it look like a bass boat. But instead of attracting fish, it attracts people to rent the car. But that has also faded, and now, well, it looks like this. It also has numerous leaks and other small issues, which we are going to have the car wizard look at today. But I've been thinking about this car and thinking about what the heck am I going to do with this thing? Obviously, I've had a 996 Turbo before. It was a very fun car back when they were still pretty affordable, a manual transmission. I took it out on the track. It leaked a coolant hose, shut down the track. It was a track day with a bunch of people on it for quite a while. Engine out to replace all the coolant pipes, weld them to where they wouldn't pop apart again, a very common problem with this car. But this one is a beat up automatic. And other than feeling really bad for this car and also feeling like I need to rescue every single one of these, like I have to save every single one like the crazy cat lady or something, I didn't know what I was going to do with this car until Porsche had a press conference last night. Now, by the time this video goes live, it'll be about a week since Porsche launched their 911 Dakar coming out next year, where they put several inches of lift on a Porsche 911 to fit 30-inch tires, a bunch of other cool modifications to make a 911 that goes off-road. Now, they're calling it the Dakar, but people have been building safari Porsche 911s. Has been quite a popular trend for many years now, but not many have done them on modern Porsches. So it is very cool that Porsche is doing this with one of their new cars. What's not cool is the price, $225,000, the base price before options. And with Porsche and their options, well, they can get very expensive. So basically, I think Porsche is making every single car they build special so they can make a lot more money. But $225,000 a base price, well, for 90% less, I own this turbo Porsche right here. And what if we gave it the Safari or the Dakar treatment? I'm not quite sold on it yet. Let me know what you think in the comments, but I do think this car is very well suited for it. Being all-wheel drive, being an automatic, probably better for off-road in some circumstances. And since it is an automatic and not a nice one with high mileage, nobody will be upset with me hacking this one to bits and making it a Dakar or a Safari. So let me know what you think in the comments, but for now, let's go up to the car wizard and see what he thinks of the mechanical condition of this Porsche. But before we head up to the car wizards, I'd like to thank Established Titles for sponsoring today's video. Since I'm a Maybach owner, albeit a hoopty one, I now have the title of a Duke befitting a Maybach owner, thanks to Established Titles. But it's also a fun and novel way to preserve the natural woodlands of Scotland with helping global reforestation efforts. It is a project based on historic Scottish customs where landowners are referred to as lairds or lords and ladies in English. Title packs give you at least 1 square foot of dedicated land with a unique plot number on a private estate in Edelston, Scotland, and an official certificate with a crest. Look at this. Established Titles also plants 1 tree with every order to make up for the tree that was knocked down for this Maybach, and it supports global charities like One Tree Planted and Trees for the Future support of global reforestation efforts. So you can officially include the title of Lord and Lady on your credit card, plane ticket, or dating profile, or it makes a great gift to someone else. And Hoovie's Garage fans get to be my neighbor, sort of. Yes, the first 200 people purchasing a title pack using my link will effectively be next to my plot within a few minutes walking distance. So depending on how many of you want to become a Lord or Lady, we can build our own little Hoovie kingdom. It makes an amazing last-minute gift, and Established Titles is running a massive Black Friday sale right now. Plus, if you use the code Hoovies, you get an additional 10% off. So go to establishedtitles.com/Hoovies to get your gifts now and support the channel. Now, let's head to the car wizards in a busted Porsche. Oh, Lord Hoovie.
Is that snow?
Yeah, it actually snowed here. I got this thing for sale, so I'm trying to get the snow off of it.
Well, you're selling a Beetle, and I just bought myself a Beetle. Look at this thing.
What the hell happened to this thing?
It's a 2001 911 Turbo yeah, you can see the paint.
The paint looks like it came out of a strip club or something.
Well, funny you should say that. Here, hop in. It actually came from Las Vegas.
All right.
Yeah, it was actually a former Las Vegas rental. Now has 146,000 miles.
Oh, it's all starting to come together
That's
now.
why. So it does have some things, but it's still really fast. It's pretty nice on the inside, isn't it?
Yeah, it actually rides very nice. I'm surprised.
It is kind of a shame, though, that it's this Tiptronic chance.
Oh, no, it's not a shame. Oh, man, I forgot how fast these things are.
Yeah, they are great, but
No, it's not a shame at all. I love the Tiptronic.
it's a little slow.
It's actually very good. That little Boxster I had that we used for filming a long time ago, I loved it.
And yes, you are of the opinion of save the automatics.
Yes,
So-
I'm not a manual guy.
You're not a manual guy.
No.
You do buy them every once in a while, and you're like, oh, this will work, and then about a week later, you're tired of it.
Get tired of it. Sitting at the McDonald's drive-thru, I'm doing the clutch 15 times. I'm like, yep, I'm done with
It's
this thing.
fun.
No.
What's not fun is the rattle there. You hear that?
Yeah.
Well, it's up here, but then I would love for it not to do that.
Something in your sunroof. We can take a look at it.
But there's no warning lights except for when you get to a certain speed and the spoiler's supposed to deploy.
Oh, I see that. There's the warning now.
It
Yep.
gives a malfunction, unfortunately. So there's that. I did buy it from Porsche of Wichita. They thought about keeping it and retailing it, which is funny when you look at the outside of this thing. But they inspected it. There's oil leaks and some issues, which is why they punted it to me.
Oh, goody. Now
So-
it's yours.
There's some things to fix for sure,
Yeah.
outside of the paint. But I'm thinking I'm gonna leave that alone.
You're going to leave it alone?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna build this thing into an off-road 911, like a safari build or the new Dakar.
What?
Yeah, you know, jack it up a little bit, some bars. Yeah.
Off-road 911?
Yes.
You know, why not? You've already ruined 2 others.
I
Why not a third?
The LS Walk 911. Then there's the Cabriolet that I painted plum crazy purple,
Yeah.
and now this one. I'm just the 996 Destroyer. I made them all cooler.
In some ways.
Those 2 cars before, they were going to die.
Yeah, they were.
I saved them. They're repurposed in a different color or a different drivetrain, but they were dead cars. And this one, well, it's not dead, but it's beat.
I can tell as far as the faded paint and everything. It's been used pretty hard. But it still rides good.
It does. Well, hopefully there's not too many more surprises. Back in the garage, braking, turning.
Oh! Brakes good.
It'll jump. What are you looking at?
I could just envision what happened here on the hood to constantly the rubbing. You know, it's like someone's buttocks.
I figured somebody had just sanded it down to see how many layers of paint there was. Not that it was friction wear from Las Vegas activities. That's a gifted mind you have there.
Yeah, that's exactly what I see there.
In many ways. Well, you want to look at the business end of this, huh?
Yes.
Okay. You saw the error for the spoiler that doesn't deploy, which this should pop up. It breaks away, and it's not doing anything, unfortunately.
Well, it definitely has broke away.
That's a lot of glitter.
Broke.
Yeah, usually the hydraulics, these things need to be rebuilt, replaced.
Yeah.
But you see your favorite kind of intake there.
Yeah, I remember that last one we had to do all the pinning on the coolant pipes and things.
Right. Well, I won't track this one.
I don't see anything leaking or wet up here. That looks goofy.
Yeah, well, that's what I was talking about. You love these intakes, don't you?
Oh, I hate those. You see why? It's never been serviced.
Right.
It's just dirt.
And it's kind of collapsed. It's got a kink in it, too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, it's missing sort of a muffler as well, but we'll see that better as we get it into the air. You got to wonder why all these taillights crack as well on these.
It is weird, isn't it?
It's not a problem with any other automaker except Porsche. Of course, the headlights, they aren't much better, but that's just Las Vegas there.
Yeah. Oh, the friction up there.
Friction. So you're sniffing old G-strings or something?
No, I'm smelling gasoline. It's not there.
Well, that's where the gas goes. So, but your smell, I guess I smell it too.
It's really strong in the wheel well. I know the fuel tank's up here on these. I definitely smell something. Let's get it up in the air and look.
It's on there solid, but that's the max suspension travel.
Yep.
So imagine it lifted. I think it'd look pretty darn cool. Maybe it's a bad idea. All right, an ex-Las Vegas rental 911.
This is all broken and missing.
Well, that's pretty standard, yeah.
The CV boot is blown out.
Oh, well, that sucks.
Yeah.
I believe that was mentioned in the inspection with Porsche, though.
Yeah.
So
I don't see any fuel leaking around here. That's good.
that's good. How about the other side?
That one's blown out too.
Oh, look, it's just spraying goo all over the shocks.
Mm-hmm. Got some nice Bilsteins on it.
Wonderful.
The shocks are fine.
Yeah, that is an ooey gooey mess.
I know the charcoal canister is right around up in this wheel well. I think somehow it's broken, or we're smelling the fuel vapors coming right out of it.
Miraculously, it still has all of its underbody panels, so you have the front diff here.
Yeah.
And
It looks decent on the midsection of the car.
yeah, head to the back, and
Right in here, it's not too bad.
no.
It's a little bit of seepage. This is the transaxle. Brakes are okay. CV boots are okay there. Those brakes are okay. Struts are... The ones in the back aren't... I think they replaced the fronts. Well, that's bad. It's completely broken.
Is my sway bar leak? Well, I'd be detaching those for the rally car anyway, right?
Yeah.
That one's holding.
That one's
Okay.
holding. That looks like a case seal leak or something, yeah. But it's not bad.
So just
Oh,
some
that's
slight
bad.
seepage. Oh, yeah. Why are the headers red?
That I don't know.
Must be aftermarket, huh?
Yeah, because there's no heat shields really. There's a little bit here, but
Okay. Yes, the turbos are very, very visible. Obviously, no mufflers, but yeah, there's an oil leak. Holy moly. So what is that thing?
I think that's the timing cover, the timing case. Other than that, there's a little bit of a leak here. That looks like the turbo where this flange is probably leaking. That wouldn't be too hard to fix. And that, it's not really that bad, but this one may be kind of expensive.
All right.
We'll have to clean it all off and then drive it and see exactly pinpoint where it's coming from, because it just looks like a big mess right now.
Okay.
But it doesn't seem to be that bad.
Well, I guess you have a little research to do on what that leak is and how to get that off. And axle boots for sure. That's a major issue.
Yes,
In the front. There's gonna be a little bit of a bill on this thing.
a little bit.
Oh, Omega's a pretty reasonable watch brand.
Oh, yes, look how reasonable. It's on sale.
What? $150,000? Why?
It even comes in its case, and
Okie
it's just
doke.
the James Bond men's watch.
Ah, I see. The James Bond edition, even though it's a Porsche, not an Aston Martin. But yeah, there's the gun sights.
Yep.
That is pretty cool. But this 996 is not paying for it.
I'm hoping that it will.
It won't.
Yes. Well, this thing's on sale. It actually ends the 20th. It's a Black Friday sale.
Oh. No. What's a Black Friday sale with the Wizard? Right here. Black Porsche.
Omega doesn't have a Black Friday sale.
Of course they don't. So, it's a Porsche.
Yes.
I've been down this road a few times before.
It's also going to help buy me that James Bond.
No, it
Seamaster.
won't. Just get started. All right.
So the spoiler, to fix it, all the hydraulic portions go through and get the system working again. It's going to be about $4,000.
For a spoiler to go up like 3 inches, it's $4,000?
Yes.
No.
No?
It can just stay limp.
You're not helping me with my watch purchase.
Is there any alternative?
Yes, there is a conversion to electric,
Oh, electric. Okay, that sounds pretty good.
and it's half the cost, $2,000.
Well, I'm not doing that either. No, it can just
You're not
stay
doing
broken.
either one?
Nope.
Oh, come on, man. The sale ends the 20th.
It does not need to have a spoiler. It's very easy to turn that warning off when it hits. So, no.
No.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh man, the turbo oil leak. It just needs a new gasket. It's 2 bolts.
Okay.
$50.
$250. So that's the one on the left side.
Mm-hmm.
That's the easy one. Okay. Yeah, definitely do that. Yeah.
The timing cover leak. Unfortunately, the whole bumper, the rear end has to come off. It's a 20-hour job to reseal the timing case. $4,500.
It can leak.
It can leak.
It can leak. Yes. It wasn't leaking very much.
How am I supposed to buy my watch?
It doesn't need it. It needs to leak from somewhere. Otherwise, it'll just go to the next place and
Well,
leak.
my eyes are going to start leaking in a minute.
We'll pass on that one. Yes, thank you very much.
All right.
No engine teardowns today. Maybe next week after I break it.
The CV shafts to replace the axles are around $600 or $700 per axle.
No.
It'll be $2,000.
No, but I need that. Is there another alternative with that one?
Yes, but that doesn't help me out.
Well, I mean, I definitely don't want to drive it around, especially if it's going to be an off-roader with blown axles, but you can boot them, right?
Yes, we can do both boots for $550.
There we go. Okay, perfect.
And we'll change to $250.
Okay, yes.
Range. Well, I was hoping for $11,000.
Oh, so $11,000 if I wanted to fix everything by the book on this car with a heinous paint job and external high mileage automatic. It's not going to happen, but we can, we'll definitely skip the spoiler, but we can fix the one oil leak, the axle boots. We can service it as well. So, I mean, that's a good $1,000 into that car, right?
Like $1,250.
Perfect. I kind of made my own little Black Friday sale there, didn't I?
You did, but I think you've got a warped sense of reality here.
Oh, why?
You will barely even spend $1,200 on a Porsche 911 Turbo.
Uh-huh.
But you willingly spent $2,000 on an old C36.
Oh. Well, I guess I didn't really think about all the work that was being done. I did spend a couple grand on a car worth a couple grand. So I guess I can drive this one home, though. I'll leave the Porsche with you. I need to order the off-roading stuff, though, because that will be really cool. Someone surely makes 996 Safari stuff. And you can bolt it on.
I can do it. I just have no idea who would sell something like that.
Yeah, you can bolt that on and make some money there. So, yeah, I guess I'll pay this and be on my way.
Yes, you will.
That was kind of stupid. Well, it has been a few days since I've been up to the Car Wizard inspecting the 996 Turbo. And if you're thinking I'm cheaping out on the Car Wizard and the car, not doing either of them any kind of service, well, think again, because I've had a few days to research the prices on the Safari conversion and anyway, it is very, very expensive in relation to how much the car costs. Now, the main people that do this elephant racing out in California, you may have heard of them because they have done numerous builds, including Matt Farah's 911 that he has later sold, so many others. A lot of vintage Porsche 911s, air-cooled ones like the SC Targa that I have, but they're starting to get more into the modern cars. They've even built a 996 Turbo Safari conversion, and they sort of copied that, what they did there, and quoted it to me. Basically, the suspension is raised off the car about 2 inches with some pucks and some other things, long travel suspension to do everything right, bigger tires, so you get a little over 3 inches of lift. But the cost of all of this, well, just in parts, is $17,000, which is a lot of money. So I need to know you all really, really wants me to do this. And the best way to do that is to subscribe to Hoovie's Garage if you haven't already. You hit the button there. If I see a lot of new subs, I'll know, okay, I should go down this path, or leave a comment giving me some kind of encouragement. Thank you for watching.